Good afternoon, Rich Nass here again with Open Systems Media, and I'm here with Warren Kurisu. He is the Director of Product Management for Mentor Graphics. Good afternoon, Warren.
Hi, Rich.
If you look around the show here, and if you watch some of the other videos, you see that we're talking about IoT pretty much on almost every stop. But one of the questions nobody's really asking is how you deal with the security of that. So my question for Warren is, what is Mentor doing in the face of cybersecurity when it comes to IoT?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting the way the IoT world is developing. If you look at industrial automation or any other market for that matter, what's happening is that more and more devices are being connected. Everybody is trying to leverage connectivity of their devices and doing something with the data to really enhance their businesses. And you know, there's recent surveys that say, you know, right now today there's 5 billion connected devices. By the year 2020, there'll be more than 20 billion connected devices. So every time a device gets connected, it really represents an attack surface. Today, what a lot of people are doing is they're really just protecting their IoT assets through perimeter security. I was at a conference a couple weeks ago, and the question was asked about what are you doing to protect your assets, and all the panelists basically gave a variation of the same answer. They said, you know, we have firewalls up, we have access controls so people can't log into our devices when they shouldn't be allowed to, and we encrypt our communication pipes. And that's all really good stuff. You need to have those sorts of defenses in place. However, it was interesting as well because in a session the day before at the same conference, there was some discussion about how much work is it to keep all these perimeter defenses up, and somebody stated, I think quite correctly, that we could easily spend 90% of our time making sure our firewalls are configured, our pipes are encrypted, our access control lists are all up to date, and then 10% of our time actually doing any real work. So, you know, the theme of that whole discussion was we have to figure out how to do security better and more efficiently. And so one of the things that Mentor's been investing in for quite a number of years now is support for security built into these systems. Specifically what I'm talking about is security through ARM Trustzone, which creates a hardware enforced security partition within the devices. One of the things we're demonstrating out here today is a IoT gateway that boots up into a secure mode. So we use high assurance boot that boots up into a Trustzone mode. It boots up Nucleus. From there, we have a very trusted environment. Anything else that gets loaded onto the device outside of Trustzone is all validated, authenticated, so you build up a chain of trust from the boot firmware all the way up through anything else that gets added onto the device. So you can use this ARM Trustzone environment to you know, secure and manage crypto keys, to secure firmware updates. You could do secured processing in there. You could do secure data storage. And the nice thing about ARM Trustzone is once you're in the secure world, if you think about the factory, somebody might be able to socially engineer their way into the enterprise by someone opening up an email attachment, or someone might be able to hack a sensor, a wireless sensor, down measuring the pressure of a tank or something. And once they get into the network they're in, the nice thing about having the ARM Trustzone is that even if they're in, that partition is invisible to anyone that might get in. So if you have to really do secure stuff, and these days as the computing is moving out of the cloud down into the gateways and into the edge devices, you have to have that sort of security. And this is just the kind of new type of thinking that goes beyond perimeter security. So once you get this environment booted, it's trusted. Anything that happens in there or emanates from there is all trusted. You know, that's how we're helping to address the problem of IoT security.
That sounds great. So where would somebody go to get more information?
You could come to mentor.com/embedded. We have a lot of information about our trusted solutions, including our trusted gateway.
Very good. And you heard it from Warren. PYA, protect your assets.